like we spoke about yesterday, will be like kind of like two facets for you guys. There'll be one for when you swipe. We have the Bluetooth mobile card reader. Bluetooth card reader is going to run you, the 0.35 on debit, 159 on credit, 1.59 on credit, 19 cents a transaction. Since you guys are a nonprofit, we waive all of our monthly, daily, and annual fees. So you don't have to pay any customer service fees, statement fees, any minimums, anything a normal company has to pay. Pardon me, sorry about that. When they sign up. One facet of the business you guys would have to pay a monthly fee would be for like the online. If you wanted to do like online for your clients, right, to go to like your website, make purchases and or donations or anything of that nature, you'll be able to send out invoices. That tacks on just an $8 monthly security fee. Nice part about that is you'll be with the largest security firm in the world for processing online, Authorize.net it's called. So you guys can check them out. You can even put their stamp of approval on their website once it's up and all that. Some people like it, some people don't really care. But so Authorize.net will be backing all the sales. So if anything does get hacked, any information's messed with, anything like that, you guys never have to worry about it. Now the pricing on that's a tad bit higher because it will be considered like a manually entered sale or a card not present. Sometimes they call it a card not present sale. And what you're looking at on those looks like we can actually do a little bit better than what I had thought. I thought we could go to 99. I thought we had to go to 99 on debit, but we can actually go to 79. So 0.79 on debit, 1.99 on Visa, Master, Discover Credit, the same 19-cent transaction fee.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's online.
Yeah, that'll be online, card not being actual in hand.
Right. So they would just
they
would call in.
Yeah, either call in or if you guys
go
have
online.
Like a website, they can
right.
go straight web.
Okay, I think that's where most of ours would be, wouldn't it?
I think so. We would, and if we do a transaction on site, and tell me again how that works.
So we have a Bluetooth? Yeah, so we have a Bluetooth card reader program. We have a free program, but if you don't process every month through it, it's going to cost you like a monthly rental. So I always suggest to buy it just to avoid any monthly fees. $75 one-time fee. Now, and that's if you want to keep it year-round. If you need it for an event, let's just say, you got an event, 3-day event, weekend event, week event, even a month-long event you need it for, you can just do the free program one where you just pay the $10 shipping, use it for as long as you need, send it back to us. You never have to buy it.
Is that a wireless?
Yeah, this will be wireless. This will connect to either a tablet or cell phone via Bluetooth. If you guys need something that's full wireless for your events, like if you like that prints receipt, when I say full wireless, I mean like prints receipts and all that, singular unit that doesn't have anything to run it off of, we do have some of those in stock.
So what are you saying about the other one? You said it was kind of wireless, but it goes in
it doesn't print receipts, and it's one of the ones that connect to like a cell phone or tablet.
Right.
So it doesn't need to physically like plug in. It just needs to connect via Bluetooth.
Right.
I can get you those for the loaner for like $10. If you want one that prints receipts, it holds its own wireless signal and everything, we have those as well. On our loaner program, it'd be $45 on our loaner program for the shipping, and then the only difference in pricing, those have wireless service. Like you'd have to pay a wireless fee to a third party, like $15 a month, that you'd have it open.
Okay, how would they get receipts on the one that doesn't give the receipt immediately?
Text message or email.
Okay.
I prefer email. Some people like text message. It's up to
Yeah, that's always easier because they have it permanently. I don't have to worry about losing it accidentally.
Exactly. And I was gonna say it's what we're seeing a lot of people go away from receipts. Even people that have the terminals now, they don't even print up a lot of receipts. You know, we're sending out so much less paper than we were 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually, it was, we talked about it like 2 months ago. It's just because like a lot of the systems now, they give you the option to print up the receipt for the customer, even when you can. And nine times out of 10 people are like, people are like, no, I don't want it. You know,
Yeah.
don't give me any more paper.
Right.
You know, so it's a very large sale. You know, you spend like $1,000. Yeah, you might want to get some type of receipt, but you know.
You know, we can handwrite one if they really need it right away.
I was gonna say, with you guys, it's not like if people give you guys money or pay, they trust you guys anyway. They're not like, well, I need a receipt. I need to make sure this is all legit. You know.
Right.
Yeah. Because okay, good. And let me see now with that. And you said there's not a monthly fee because of the low activity that we have. It would be the $8 per time that we use the unit.
Well, for the online unit, for like the online one where it was like for the websites and keying in, it would just be $8 a month, no matter what.
Oh, okay.
And then the face-to-face one, that would be no monthly fee whatsoever, no matter what.
Okay.
And then there's no minimum. So like a lot of companies, they'll say, okay, you know, if you don't process $30 or $40 worth of fees a month, we're going to charge you $30 or $40 worth of fees. With our company, we have a minimum of $30, but not for nonprofits. Our nonprofit minimum is set at $0 because, you know, once again, you guys aren't, you know, you're not like the hotel I signed up yesterday, or the fast food guy I got to call, you know, the quick service restaurant I got to call and sign up in a couple hours. You guys' business models are a little different. The owner of my company actually sits on the board of a nonprofit out here, and that's what gave him because he never knew before. He never realized, you know, he was just like any other person. They don't really realize what nonprofits do. And then once he, you know, got invited to join this nonprofit, and you know, he has money, so they want him to be on the board, obviously, and whatnot. And you know, he realized he literally came back and was like, we have to change something. Like, I can't charge these nonprofits annual fees of, you know, $150. I can't charge them $30 minimums. It's just not, you know, because you guys could go 2 months without taking any money.
Right.
It's not fair. It's not fair to charge you guys $60-$70 for those 2 months. You know, that's why with like Authorize.net, that $8 fee, it basically covers our cost. Our cost is $8 from AuthNet. We resell it to you guys at that cost. As long as you're paying that, the way we look at it is, we might not make money all the time, but we're not losing any money.
Okay.
Right.
That's the name of our game is very little margins. We make tiny margins. So as long as we're not losing money, you know, my boss is happy with me.
Wow. Okay. And
So our $8 a month, are we locked into a contract of a period of time, or yes or no?
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
You can cancel it out. If in 2 weeks you don't like it, 2 months you don't like it, you can cancel it out, no penalty whatsoever.
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so this way, you know, you get to try us out. If everything I told you is a lie, you know, heck with me, you go on your way. I mean, it's not, but you know, I don't like to lock especially my nonprofits. That's another thing. It's like, come on, you know, give them a little break. Like if I was giving you a bunch of free equipment, you know, like a point of sale for your new restaurant, then I'd say, yeah, stay with me for 3 years. Let's work, you know, but you know, you guys are doing something good for the community. Give you a break, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any references on the East Coast?
Locally that you're working with.
Or
Unfortunately, like we have stuff on our websites and some of our splash pages.
okay.
Fortunately, due to like guidelines, I couldn't even, like my brother and my uncle who have businesses always tell me, like, give my number out. I'll tell, it's like, I can't even do that.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
because Visa and MasterCard, like, you know, even though it's my mom's brother and my brother, it's like, against the law, I could get fined.
Yeah,
But we
right.
do-
Oh, yeah, I
if you go to our webpage, you'll see some affiliations we have.
Okay, the thing that impressed me was, you know, you had the highest rating of any company out there just doing this, and then when I saw some other things, that's why I called you.
Yeah, and the reason we get the high ratings online from all these websites, because there's about 5 major review sites.
Hmm.
The reason we're in the top 3 on all of them is because, and you'll see, like there's bad reviews on every single merchant company, just like there's bad reviews on every single bank, just like there's bad reviews on just any kind of financial. But if, pardon me, if you weed through the BS, our stuff always stands out as we stand true to our product. Pardon me. Whatever we tell you, the next guy might come in and quote you a little less.
Mm-hmm.
You there?
You there?
Yeah.
You dropped out for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so it's just, we're always going to be the same. It's not going to, we don't change up on people. We don't just add fees randomly. We don't give you the introductory rate and then, pull the carpet out from under you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you said setup is relatively easy and can be done. I think you said not in a short
I
period
mean,
of time.
for like the web one, once you submit the application, it'll be active in probably 2 hours, and then for like the reader, the shipping of the reader, just give whatever ground shipping coming from California would be. You're looking at 3 to 4 days on work. If you're far away.
Okay, and that includes your with our connection to the bank that's being used. So all that information.
Yes. So part of the application process, what we'll need one person to sign.
Mm-hmm.
I can put a couple people on there as contacts, but we will need one person to sign. We will not pull credit. That person does not sign as an owner. They'll be signing as ownership percentage 0. They're just signing for the account. So we'll need tax ID and then bank routing and account. Pardon me. The person signing will need date of birth. We don't need home address, but we do need date of birth and social. We don't pull credit, but what we do is we scrub your name, social, and date of birth against like the OFAC report.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what it is, it's like a terrorism and money laundering watch list that the Secret Service has. Just started doing it in January. We used to not have to, but so one person's information, and like I said, it's not going to be ran through Experian. You're not going to have to answer identity questions or anything like that. It's just we take that info and pardon me, just cross-reference it. But no personal guarantee is signed. So whoever signs is not signing a personal guarantee. They're just signing that they're accepting this on behalf of the nonprofit.
Okay, and you have a test to make sure the account is working and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. So what we'll do is, I always double check. So sometimes I'll take the bank information on the phone and put it in the app, and then when I send it to you before you submit it, you always double check it. But as a fail-safe, once the account's set up and we run you through test transactions, my training department will run you through a couple of test transactions, Visa, Master, Discover, whatever, just, run you through the transactions. At that point, they'll be able to tell for sure. I mean, if it's a bad bank, they'll know if it's like too many digits or something, but if it's a digit off, they won't know until that point. Then you'll be able to see, like, okay, the bank's not right. Just this way, before there's any major deposits made, we can go ahead and fix it before we throw $3,000 into, just a waiting holding account.
Okay. And, okay, I had a question. Oh my gosh. I'll think of it in a second here. It's a good one. We can run a test prior to it, and it's not a big learning curve on the process of using the system, right?
No. The online system's really easy to use. It's just to log into a virtual terminal. You'll be processing the card, typing the card numbers in. Connecting it to the internet, to your website. Whoever does your web, usually have them do it. If you guys do your web internally, what it is like a secure API. So it's basically you're going to copy and paste a secure API into your into the page of your website in the settings. And that's going to become your secure checkout. I'm not the tech guy. I'm not that good with tech stuff. But, like I said, we'll have, when you're going through all that, you'll have someone walking you through it. Like someone will walk you through it all. And then same thing with like the reader. You know, if you guys need the reader when we ship out the reader, we always have you call in, run a bunch of test transactions with you just to make sure, you know, not only that you know how to use it, but you're comfortable using it.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you do use it. You know.
Oh, okay, good. And there's always online help is available at most of 90%, most of the time, all the time. Or?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said online help in case we had a problem in the field. You know, do you have somebody there during the days to help out?
Oh, 24.
Yeah.
24/7.
Okay.
24/7.
Okay. Good. Okay, Paul, you got anything else?
No, I did just run those fees back across for me. $8 a month, I understand that one. And then
$8 a month, and then the percentage for debit cards.
okay.
Not I'll say online. So like, you know, online not swiped would be 0.79. Credit would be 1.99, and then 19 cents.
Then add 19 cents to that.
19 cents for, you know, every transaction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then when you go to the swiping face-to-face sales, debit cards go down to 0.35, and credit goes down to 1.59. Same 19 cents.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, and then another thing with us too, we have a meet or beat policy for not just the beginning, you know, not just to like get you in the door, but for the life of the, you know, life that you're with us. If you ever get a better offer that we won't match or won't beat, we have the gimmicky, we pay you $500, which we're not going to pay you $500. If you get a better offer and it's legitimate, we're going to at least, you know, we're just going to at least match it to retain the business.
Mm-hmm.
And heck, if we don't, you have no contract, you can leave anyway. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's fair enough.